This presentation is part of the Threshold Concepts for Writing Studies video series, provided by the Masters of Arts of Rhetoric and Writing at the University of Findlay.
These concepts are described in the text, Naming What You Know, by Elizabeth Wardall and Linda Adler-Kastner.
My name is Joseph Cadella.
I'm Alejandra Beltran.
And I'm Andrew Flynn. We will be presenting a short review and discussion of Concept 3.0, Writing enacts and creates identities and ideologies. Imagine, if you will, beauty. Imagine the most beautiful thing on the face of this earth. Got it?
What did you imagine? Was it a person? Was it a place? Odds are each one of you watching this video thought of something entirely different. Do you know why that is?
The simple answer would be to say that we all have different interests, right? We all appreciate things that the person sitting next to us might not. Each one of us have different ideas, thoughts, perceptions, and experiences that help us better understand the world around us.
According to Tony Scott, an ideology can be defined as a system of ideas and beliefs that together constitute a comprehensive worldview. These ideologies then help us to better understand the world around us. Pretty simple, right?
The truth is, nothing is quite that simple. Since we understand that ideologies help us understand the world around us, why then don't we, as humans, see the world as one?
Here's the tricky part. Since we come to understand the world around us through these ideologies, it is crucial that we understand how these ideologies are then formed.
Tony Scott explains further that ideologies are formulated and sustained by a variety of factors, including religions, economic systems, cultural myths, languages, and systems of law and schooling.
In other words, the ideologies we abide by have been molded based upon our upbringing. We all have different experiences, some positive and some negative, that have helped us understand the world we live in. Still, we can dive a little deeper.
Scott analyzes a quote from linguist James Paul Gee as identifying literacy in the negotiation of identities and ideologies.
Sub-elements like vocabularies, genres, and language are part of what makes us who we are. Thus, learning to write is always evolving and requires cultural and ideological immersion.
This way of thought represents a shift in how writing scholars might see literacy education. What was once focused on individualism and the learning of discrete universal skills has now shifted to a more cooperative format for learning.
It is important to note that no writer is separate from their writing. They don't seamlessly adapt to new situations. Rather, writers are socialized and changed through their writing in new environments.
The works of Lev Vygotsky and Mikhail Bakhtin have influenced writers around the world, particularly in children. Vygotsky explains how external speech becomes internalized and eventually comes to frame how we think and act in the world. In other words, this becomes our self-identity.
As we get older, we become more accustomed to social and world issues. Certainly, a responsibility lies amongst the writer to have a thorough understanding of the topic at hand and to deliver information in a way that the target audience can comprehend.
This work truly explores the ways in which conventions, meanings, power, and identities are culturally produced and socially negotiated.
Indeed, language learning and use is a primary means through which ideologies are conveyed, acquired, and made to seem natural without obvious alternatives or need of explanation. As an ideological activity, writing is deeply involved in struggles over power, the formation of identities, and the negotiation, perpetuation, and contestation of belief systems.
Among professional educators, particularly in writing studies, awareness of writing as ideological enactment has led to efforts to understand and take responsibility for the ideological assumptions and consequences of pedagogical practices.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.